we both have our independent minds, our independent thoughts. We don't have to beat up on each other because of belonging to a different party. But it was so interesting about Joe Biden. Now, remember, Joe Biden was the one who was best friends with Robert Byrd, who was a former chapter president of the Ku Klux Klan. Joe Biden came and mentioned those three names: Bull Collins, Jefferson Davis, and George Wallace. Well, you know what? All three of them were Democrats. He didn't highlight that. And then the bigger insult was how he said, "Oh, it was just not long ago." This was in Atlanta, pandering to Black people. "Oh, it was just not long ago. I remember getting arrested." What did he get arrested for? Lying or being in his basement too long? He never got arrested.
So
where did the media hold him
accountable?
with
them, though, right?
Pardon me?
I mean, but you shared a party. You were saying, all these people were Democrats, but you were a Democrat until 18 months ago, though, right?
Yeah, I was a Democrat because Democrats had conservative values. Now the Democrats want children to go and get transgender operations and hormone injections. I don't support that for children. I hope you don't support that for children. They're teaching kids in school now, not math and science and English. They want to teach kids and going around parents' backs to teach kids about lifestyle, whether or not they should be a boy or a girl. That's not their place. So the Democratic Party has gone so far. And by the way, why is it that the Democratic Party cannot accept a free-thinking African-American who wants to be Republican? Matter of fact, we're going back home to our original party. It was the Republican Party that supported freeing the slaves, not the Democrats.
Well, let me refocus. I think you're making a lot of great points, Vernon Jones, but just given our limited time, I want to refocus on the election issue for the moment, because Georgia has been used as an example of what the left has referred to as Jim Crow 2.0, that the election integrity law changes that were made there in Georgia are being considered tantamount to Jim Crow. In other words, that Black votes in particular are being suppressed in Georgia. When you hear rhetoric like that, and then you can describe what's actually going on in Georgia, how do you square the two things?
I think it's embarrassing. I think it's offensive and unacceptable for white liberals to say that Black people are too poor to afford a free photo ID, and that we cannot stand in line, that we're going to starve from not being able to have water. First of all, let's go back. Stacey Abrams was the one who cried foul with the election laws when she lost, and she did lose. And there was a backroom deal that was cut with the executive branch, the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, and the governor. And they changed election laws. The Constitution is clear. Only legislatures change election laws. So when I hear that, that's crap. And by the way, the law that they passed, Senate Bill 202, that bill had in there, you can have water. People can give you water. They just can't go within 150 feet of the polling place. So that was a complete lie. That's an outright lie that Black people or anybody couldn't have water in line. It's a lie. And by the way, a photo ID. You need a photo ID now to go to Washington, D.C. to a restaurant. You have to have a photo ID to walk in a restaurant, walk into a gym, and many other places. But nobody's saying that Black people are being suppressed. And so why you want to make it look like Black people can't have a photo ID, but white people can? Mm-hmm. The law is for everybody. So I can tell you, Black people have IDs to go to buy liquor. They have IDs to go to get their tickets from the Braves games. They have it to go to the doctor. They have it to drive. I have, in my 30 years in public office, in and out, I've never had one single Black person say that they can't vote because they don't have a photo ID. That's preposterous. You know it, I know it, and most people know that.